Okay, here's my 5 people. Illegal immigration, what you thought you knew. If anyone here watches the news, anytime, any day, you can see the impact of illegal immigration on American culture, American jobs, and the American way of life. We can see these people jumping fences, swimming canals, and even journeying the oceans packed in freight cars for what we Americans live every day. They risk their lives and spend their life savings to taste the freedom we're born with. When we turn on the television, we can see how bad and wrong these people are. We are told how they are a drain on America. The news tells us that they have no skills, and that is the reason why they take construction and custodial jobs. Reporters make us believe that they use fake documents and are here to use and abuse the law so they can make a living here and become wealthy in their own countries. Of course, some illegal aliens are here to do just that. They become wealthy in their countries by earning a few paychecks in ours. They have been told their whole lives how great America is. They just want what we have. Many immigrants do not begin illegally, but are brought here by corporations like the Beau Rivage and the Grand Casino. They are brought here on a dream. Immigrants are shown how they can live cheap and work low-class jobs and make a living. They work here and hope that someday they can earn enough money to become citizens, to begin a new life as a citizen, but they are discarded, left to fend for themselves after their contracts expire. Their housing becomes expensive, their wages decrease, and their dream of becoming an American citizen slowly but surely seems far from reach. Most of them give up or leave. This choice to remain in America as an illegal immigrant is not chosen lightly. They risk everything. They give up their entire lives just to stay. We take for granted what they want the most, freedom. They wish to be like us, legal Americans. If given the choice, they would pay taxes, vote, and do all these things if they could just go shopping without having to look over their shoulder for INS to deport them. Many live in fear every day, always looking over their shoulders. They choose this life because they are free and can someday become an American. They usually live 5 or 6 to a house, not because they want to save money to bring back home, but to save money to stay here, to become a citizen, to pay for everything that the United States wants them to pay for. They work 2 jobs without spending a penny for the exact same reason. They work harder than any American I have ever worked with, but are called lazy because of their job choice, not that they actually have a choice. The women are especially limited because they are not capable to work construction. So they work long hours cooking and cleaning for minimum wages despite their experience or degrees that they earned in their own countries. My fiancée is from Peru. She came from a wealthy family and even has a degree as a pharmacy tech. She came here to experience America with every intent of returning home until she met me. I asked her to stay. This is the only reason she still lives here. She left a good family and a good life behind to become an American citizen. We've almost finished her paperwork. Looking back, I can see how most remain illegal because the process of becoming legal is expensive and timely. It was hard, but in the end, it was worth every penny and every minute to her. The support of her family was not always there. In the beginning, they saw only stereotypes before they saw her as a person. Her family was the same, for they thought I would use her and then leave her like the company that brought her over here did. Once they saw us for what we saw in each other, they rushed to our sides. Their help and support carried us through to the other side. We still face hardships in the future. Even though she has a degree and experience as a pharmacy tech, America will not recognize this until she goes back to college and retakes almost half of what she has already taken. We still have many more visas to pay for and still even more time to wait for results. She works hard and pays taxes, just like any other American, because she has earned the right to be any other American. With my help, she began her paperwork and spent her money to accomplish this. Most do not have this help. They spend most of their lives illegally because no one is willing to help them. When we shun them for this, they would give their lives to become an American, and many do. Yet we hear on the news every day how bad and wrong these people are for this. They take jobs in construction and custodial because we refuse to. We, as Americans, have a choice to refuse. They don't have that choice. If given this choice, they would learn a skilled trade. They would even go to college just to have the choice to not work custodial, to not work construction, because they don't like it like we don't. But they don't have a choice. The question is, would the controversy still happen if Canadians were trying to come to America? Probably not, because they speak English and are allowed to take skilled trades. Most Spanish and Asian immigrants are not allowed to train beyond the unskilled level, and most do not learn English. The language barrier is the main reason, I think, we focus on them as the minorities. We Americans have to change our way to better suit our neighbors, and it's a hard change for us to do. The jobs are always out there, but we refuse them, so they do not take our jobs. Even most illegal immigrants, when they do work, they pay taxes. Even if they don't want to, it comes out of their checks. And if they're paid in cash, they don't pay taxes. But if we was paid in cash, we wouldn't pay taxes either. On the other hand, what if Canada paid 10 times more for the exact same job that you could take in America? What if their country all of a sudden became better, more powerful than our country? Wouldn't we as Americans want to go over there? Wouldn't we do the exact same thing that the Mexicans and the Asians are doing to our country? It's a better life, a better way to live. They choose to risk everything to be what we live every day. In conclusion, they cross our borders, swim our canals, and stow away on our ships to have better lives, not to ruin ours. We would do the same in their situations, but we have a choice. A choice we did not earn, but are born with. Because we are Americans. That is why they come to us for help and support. To live with a choice, to better themselves, to be like us. Thank you.
Very good.
Good job, Eric.